Nur-Sultan hosted the Supreme Eurasian Economic Council meeting. Leaders of Kazakhstan, Russia, Belarus, Kyrgyzstan, as well as Prime Minister of Armenia took part in the event. The anniversary meeting was also attended by the presidents of Tajikistan and Moldova. Kazakhstan's first president, Nur-Sultan Nazarbayev, attended the meeting as an honored guest.
We
need to strengthen economic cooperation between the Eurasian Economic Union, the European Union, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and ASEAN. This is not a simple task, but if we work together, we can promote these ideas and achieve them. The objective of the Eurasian economic space is not to close up, but rather to be more open on the global scale and cooperate with other countries and regions. Kazakh President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev underlined that the summit is held to mark the 25th anniversary of the Eurasian integration and the 5th anniversary of the Treaty on the Eurasian Economic Union. In his speech, he highlighted the contribution of Nur-Sultan Nazarbayev to strengthening of partnerships and the creation of the EEU.
Благодаря политической прозорливости, стратегическому видению первого президента Казахстана,
thanks to political wisdom and the strategic vision of the first president of Kazakhstan, the Eurasian integration has become a reality that has significantly changed the economic and geopolitical landscape of the continent. Therefore, taking into account his historical contribution to the formation of the Eurasian Economic Union, Russian President Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin has proposed to assign Nur-Sultan Abishevich with the title of Honorary Chairman of the Supreme Eurasian Economic Council. On behalf of Kazakhstan, I would like to express my sincere gratitude personally to the Russian President for this initiative and to all our partners for its unanimous support.
Хотел бы выразить искреннюю признательность лично президенту Российской Федерации за данную инициативу и всем нашим партнерам за ее единодушную поддержку.
Kazakhstan and Turkey are expanding cooperation in key areas. The two countries cooperate in sectors including investment, agriculture, light industry, transport, and trade. Kazakh-Turkish trade turnover reached $632 million in the first 3 months of the year. Compared to last year, the trade value went up by more than 50%. The parties believe that the massive growth of cooperation will bring about higher results. We need to make more effort in order to enhance our cooperation and boost the investment volume. We want to increase the trade turnover between our countries up to $5 billion, and it could also reach the value of $10 billion. There are more than 2,000 Turkish invested enterprises in Kazakhstan. The major partnership areas in Kazakh-Turkish cooperation include military cooperation as well as projects which involve transcontinental multimodal freight traffic between Europe and Asia, including the Nurli-Jol and the Belt and Road programs. Kazakhstan upgraded port of Aktau and expanded its capacity. We urge the Turkish investors to take an active part in the development activities and the transport logistics hub in port of Aktau. One of the examples of Kazakh-Turkish cooperation in military industry is a joint enterprise, which was founded in 2013. At the moment, the company started exporting to Turkey the military and civil defense products made in Kazakhstan. Experts believe that Kazakhstan and Turkey have a vast potential for tourism cooperation. Turkey's successful experience and the outstanding natural sites of the land of the Great Steppe open up vast opportunities for the two Turkic countries. A 14-megawatt solar power plant will be commissioned in Turkestan region. The facility will be located on 30 hectares of land in the town of Aris. The 7 billion tenge project is being implemented in collaboration with a French company and funded by the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. The completion of the construction and the start of electricity generation are scheduled for this October. The construction is near completion and utility networks will be built soon.
Со следующего года
Beginning with next year, the power plant is expected to be expanded. Solar radiation is very prominent in southern regions. This power plant is located in southern Kazakhstan, which experiences shortage of power capacities. Therefore, the main purpose of this power plant is to cover the energy deficit in the southern region and ensure environmental improvements. The project will help expand the share of renewable energy in the total energy generation in Kazakhstan, which should reach 3% by 2020 and 50% by 2050. There are 74 renewable energy facilities in the country with a total capacity of 678 megawatts. Additional 10 renewable energy facilities are expected to be commissioned in Kazakhstan this year. Products of Central Asia's largest electric lamp factory will enter new markets. Today, Kyrgyz incandescent light bulbs are exported to Azerbaijan, Georgia, Armenia, Kazakhstan, Russia, Mongolia, and Turkmenistan. The company currently intends to expand its sales market in foreign countries. The factory has been operating for 50 years. Over these years, the product range has been expanded significantly. Today, the enterprise produces more than 20 types of lamps, including LED, energy-saving, automotive, decorative, and many others. The glass shop produces all types of semi-finished glass products that are used in the assembly of lamps. The products are flasks and cage glasses, which are used in the production of plates, stangles, and caps. Then these are used in the assembly of incandescent light bulbs. A lamp undergoes processing, cutting, smelting, and testing for quality defects in a variety of shops. The production process is quite long and requires high-quality raw materials. The plant produces 120 million incandescent light bulbs per year. The company is planning to increase its capacity in order to enter new markets. Experts say that more than 7 million people will visit Kyrgyzstan this year. The country relies on the development of ethnotourism. Visitors can find unique beauty of the mountains, try kumis, or dive into the life of nomads in Kyrgyzstan. Each year, a tourism exhibition is organized on the shore of Isyk-Kul in order to promote ethnocultural tourism and revive the traditions of nomadic civilization. The purest water and air, as well as the soft breeze of Isyk-Kul, annually attract millions of tourists to the country. All conditions are created for them, including new restaurants and hotels. Many of the infrastructures are designed in traditional Kyrgyz style. The local authorities are ready to develop the promising area with the support of international projects. Today, almost 28 to 30% of all tourists in the world want to travel around the countries of the Great Silk Road. Therefore, the Belt and Road Initiative, which supports different projects in different countries where Kyrgyzstan is included, also has cooperation in creating some tourist facilities, complexes, and institutions. According to the WTO and UNESCO, the Great Silk Road will become one of the most attractive tourist routes by 2020. The countries located along the ancient trade route will be able to host almost a third of the world's travelers. The China Tourism and Culture Week was held in the Kazakh capital. Residents and guests of the city visited photo exhibitions, concerts, and master classes to learn more about China. Similar events are taking place in 53 countries. This year, China marks the 70th anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China.
Интенсивные контакты между нашими двумя странами на высшем и высоком уровне говорят о...
High-level interactive relations between our two countries indicate a high interest in each other and a great desire of both countries to develop and strengthen our bilateral relations in all areas. The China Tourism and Culture Week gives an opportunity to identify untapped tourism potential between our two countries.
Она как раз дает такую возможность выявить неиспользованный потенциал в плане развития туризма между нашими двумя странами.
Placing the Chinese attributes on Almaty's main shopping street, Arbat, are one of the ways of attracting tourists to the country. They are willing to cooperate as well as to surprise tourists from China in the future. It is a great honor for every district mayor. This is our responsibility to attract investments and tourists. We can offer several tour options to those visiting our city. There are sites, more than 15 to 20 ancient buildings which date back to the 1900s, as well as all merchant buildings. The Akmola region, Kokshetau and Burabay are located around us. Today, Kazakh experts are interested in China's experience in organizing campsites as well as creating and managing tourist zones of the highest 5A category. The experts want to introduce a similar system in the national parks of the country, many of which are located on the Silk Road.
Регион Шелкового пути – это достаточно обширный регион, включающий Алматинск.
The Silk Road region is a rather extensive region, including the Almaty region as well as the Jambil, Turkestan and Kizilorda regions. All these regions are connected by a good road, the Western Europe, Western China. There are nearly 6 national parks on the territory of the above-mentioned regions. Moreover, I think ecotourism is of great interest for China as well.
Вот такое направление, как экотуризм, сегодня, наверное, для Китая тоже представляет большой интерес.
China is one of the leaders in tourism industry. Especially experts can share their knowledge in managing the hotel and restaurant business as well as the quality of tourist service. This knowledge can also help Kazakhstan to utilize the experience when welcoming other foreign tourists. Travel companies from China's 5 provinces and regions took part in the Culture and Tourism Week, including Guangdong, Hainan, Sichuan, Taiwan, and Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. They arrived in Nur Sultan for the first time in order to find and establish business contacts. Memorandums have been signed between several tour companies of the two countries. Jazz Kanat 2019 Republican contest will begin in the Kazakh capital on May 31st. Within 3 days of the 28th competition of young performers, 14 contestants representing 10 cities in Kazakhstan will demonstrate their skills on the stage of the Palace of Peace and Reconciliation in Nur Sultan. The draw for the contestants took place today. The organizers also revealed to contestants and viewers the exciting details about the large-scale music project. For example, a new nomination, Mr. Jazz Kanat 2019 will be introduced in the contest this year.
Боюсь сглазить и сказать, какой состав в этом году, потому что всегда...
I believe that this year's lineup of contestants is incredible, although every year we have high expectations. This year, even our expectations were lower than the performing skills of the contestants. It is very important for us to see that the performers are capable of expressing the song's emotions with their vocals.
Чтобы вот смог это выразить вокально. Сөз бастаған қиын, дегенмен де мен осы жарысқа келгенде Жас Қанат 2030.
It is difficult to go on stage at first. The draw for the Jazz Kanat 2019 contest is over, and now I got the first number. I hope that number 1 will be symbolic. I'm very happy. There are a lot of artists from Jambil region. I think that their success for me will become a guide, and I will be proud of my victory as well.
Таныш ретінде барып, бас жүлдені алам деген ойдам.
The competition, which takes place in the capital for 19th time, has acquired its traditions. Every year after the draw, participants will plant trees in the memorial alley. This year, the contestants also decorated Jazz Kanat Square with new flower seedlings. During excavations at the ancient settlement of Kishkala in Kizilorda region, archaeologists discovered a facility dated back to the 14th century. Researchers believe that the building was used as a madrasa in the past. Archaeologists also assume that the real name of Kishkala could have been Barshinkent. According to a legend, in this very location, Alpamis Batır left his beloved Gulbarshin. The theory is based on profound historical data and is proved by outstanding medieval elements and well-preserved decorations such as ancient ornaments which include Arabic and Kazakh writings.
әрине ғимараттың сәулеті өте ерекше, бұл тіпті Қазақстанда аналогы жоқ деуге болады.
Of course, the architecture of the building is very unusual. I can say with confidence that it has no analogues in Kazakhstan. This colorful building consists of several 8-sided rows and interiors, which also have 8 facets. We have not seen such buildings yet. This is indeed a unique building.
Тұрғызып, 4 жерінен салу әзірше біз кездестіре қойған жоқпыз.
A ceramic furnace was also discovered on the territory of the ancient city. Archaeologists highlight that the study of a medieval settlement located on one of the most important crossings along the Silk Road is an important part of the map of sacred places of Kazakhstan project. Read Books Become a Millionaire competition has been concluded in Taras. More than 1,000 students from 48 local schools took part in the contest. Participants managed to read 100 works of local and foreign authors in a few months. The jury members evaluated and identified the true bibliophiles. The coveted million was given to 9th grade student Kazina Abdi Seyid. She has read over 40 books in 5 months. The contestants were tested on the plot of the work. The greater the number of correct answers, the more likely the contestant's victory. The organizers say that the purpose of the event is to increase the people's interest in reading books and ingrain love for printed books. I've read books during the breaks and at home. On average, I read one book in 3 to 4 days. I especially like the works of Shirkhan Murtaza, Kilimbietov and Stevens. I have read 23 books. 5 of them are stories. The books were about 200, 300 or 400 pages. I managed to read one book in a week. Some of them I had to reread because I did not understand some of the meanings. For example, the stories Khansha Darya Hikayasi and Kozapaya. I like Jack London's The Call of the Wild very much. Traveling exhibition of the Kazakh First President's Library titled National Leader Youth Creation has begun in Almaty. The first destination was Al-Farabi Kazakh National University. The project held to mark the Youth Year will be exhibited in all Kazakh universities. Young people have a chance to learn about Kazakhstan's development as well as the first president's life and activities. The library is a museum, the collection of which includes video footage, photographs, archival documents and unique exhibits. There are also items such as golf balls and souvenirs. The exposition includes golf balls gifted by former President of the United States, Bill Clinton. There is also a sports uniform of Brazil national football team, the 5-time World Cup winners, with autographs of the renowned athletes. This autumn, we are planning to take our traveling exhibition to the city of Taras in Jambil region. Moreover, we are also planning to visit universities in eastern Kazakhstan so that young people there learn about the exhibits. We will also travel to Pavlodar region. According to the organizers, the exhibition reflects 3 topics, such as the history of independent Kazakhstan, the future of youth, and the country's prospects. A pop-up shop event featuring international fashion designers was held in London. One of the organizers of the show is Kazakh fashion designer Alma Farmer. We want to demonstrate works by designers from different countries and showcase the fashion of the Silk Road and if it's more traditional or modern. We want to show if the fashion changes or what is the impact of the West on the East and the other way around. Alma is originally from Almaty and has been living in London for the past 22 years. She is an environmentalist and a candidate of biology. The designer is known to use organic materials such as silk and felt in her works. Alma named her collection Reflection of History and Culture of the Ancient Silk Way in Modern Fashion, which caught the attention of the visitors.
I'm not going to lie, I didn't really know what to expect when we were invited, and really good pieces that are really adaptable for all sorts of scenarios.
Collections by fashion designers from India, Georgia and Lithuania were also presented at the event. Designers from Belarus took part in the show as well. Anastasia Falkovich demonstrated a collection of dresses made of flax and cotton involving ethnic elements.
В своих работах я использую только натуральным материалом, они пользуются большой...
I use only natural fabrics in creating my works. These materials are very popular in my country and abroad. I also do my best to reflect the culture of my homeland in my collections by incorporating traditional ornaments. I am sad to demonstrate to the world that there is a wonderful country of Belarus.
Рассказывая по всему миру о том, что есть такая замечательная страна, как Беларусь.
The pop-up shop is an ambitious project created to reveal new names in fashion design as well as to start a new wave of developments in fashion industry.